Hello. So this is part three. That if you've been following, this is what I wanted to discuss for part three. Um, Basically, the title of the song is "Opiate." Very popular. Opiate is a very popular rock song, and the band is even more popular. Um, well, something like that. Tool. The band Tool. In the first two videos, I discussed a little bit about what was the purpose of the going to the deeper text, the subtext of the lyrics, and trying to understand what is in there, not what Maynard James Keenan intentionally or consciously put into the lyrics, wrote into the lyrics, but what a person can delve out of the lyrics, a form of interpretation, a form of literary criticism. Lyrics, songwriting, after all, is a literary art. It's a literary art, so we can approach it from from literary criticism and from the different interpretations that you are going to find in any textbook that teaches about literary criticism. So, there's a lot more to say about that, but right now, just thinking about the deeper text, the subtext of the song, and we're at like any philosophical-minded person, any thinking person is gonna basically we're gonna see that what is being said in the song about the Christian woman and the belief in her Christian God, that it's just, we're finding out in the song that, it's a very worthless path to follow. It's just that it's not what it claims to be, and it's not. It's basically kind of for either fearful people that are afraid, people that fear other people, or they fear the supernatural. Then they fear something, so they gravitate toward Christianity because they think that they're going to be protected by God or whatever. And then when they're not protected, they get mad. That's fine, but it's what I meant to say is, when they're not protected, they get mad. Get mad, of course, be mad, okay, but be mad not only at your religion, also be mad at yourself. Because the Christian religion does not work out. It has not ever worked out. All throughout time, it's never worked out. And so this song here, it portrays that. It's illustrated in the song Opiate. It's very obvious. And actually, what I've just said is really just within the open text of the lyrics. It's not something that you have to delve into deeply, but when we look at it deeper, we find out other things. So it's like we find out that we find out that the gods and the goddesses that people are following are not, and specifically the Christian God called Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever fucking terms that go by, I don't know, don't care, but basically people that believe in the Christian deity or the Jewish God, that's the God that seems to have brought more failure to people than any other God. So when we're talking about Opiate and Tool, basically we're talking about the what are the intentions, what is the nature of that God. And since in the song we're talking about Jesus Christ and the woman that believes in that kind of stuff, so we're talking about a Christian God. What's the nature of this deity? What is this? A good being? Is this a bad being? Is this a neutral being? Is this being out there to make the world a hard place and make lives for people hard and set traps and test and test and trick people. Well, they call it a test, but usually a test is like some insane form of punishment, something just ridiculous. So once you examine the nature of the deity in theology, in Christian theology, hostile, a very hateful, negative kind of being. I don't want to believe that the deities are negative all the time, but sometimes they certainly are. So the point of this video, and I believe the point of Opiate on a deeper level, the point of that song is to teach people to be aware and to be careful and to be aware and just watch yourself in the world and live smart, live as sober as you can and live smartly. Make decisions that are good for yourself and don't pay any attention, don't pay any mind to the gods and goddesses and Jesus and the Jehovah's and all that bullshit, because that's all it is at the end of the day, is fucking bullshit. And yeah, as it says in the subtext, as it suggests in the subtext in the song, those beings are hostile anyhow. So what can you expect? Are you going to expect something good from them? What? Okay, it's very, very, very debatable and conjectural. So in my opinion, like I said, the ultimate message that is important right now for what I'm interested in, what I would like to say, and what is in the lyrics of Opiate is to be careful, to watch yourself, because you cannot trust those beings, and you cannot trust the God of the Christians or the Savior of whatever. You cannot trust Jesus. You cannot trust those beings because they're liars, number one. They're hypocrites, number two. And they are always in connection and in diplomacy with the evil, dark, satanic powers. So it's just more hypocrisy. It's a bunch of hypocrisy, and they will sell you out. They sold out other people. You can't trust those fools. And another song, like in the song Judith by the band The Perfect Circle, just take a look at that. So any thoughts, any opinions for what I've said in this video, come to let me know, but be smart, not stupid. Let's kind of take a moment to think that we should be careful and smart, sober-minded. And for those of you who do, party or have a nightlife, it's kind of hard to be sober, right? Well, you just got to try to be, and you got to try to be, and well, make your decisions deliberately, think about them carefully, and just in a state of tranquility and goodwill, naturedness, and anything that would be more uplifting is what you want to enter into, not into darkness and ignorance and prejudice, which is what you're going to get if you go into the Bible. You're going to get a whole bunch of prejudice and ignorance and lies too. So go away from what is bad and embrace what is good, embrace what is profitable, embrace what is profitable. And I think that the lifestyle of Maynard, illustrates all that as well. So, and yeah, these are thoughts worth thinking about, and comment if you want to.